everyone. Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all well. So, we have done already the syllabus of FA1. That is a chapter number 1, chapter number 3, chapter number 5, chapter number 6 and chapter number 8. So, total 5 chapters are come to your FA1 exam. So, Chapter 1 Nature, Purpose and Scope of Business. Chapter 3 Business Service 2, that is a banking service. Then a chapter number 5 Forms of Business Organization 1. In that chapter, corporations and all that. Then chapter numbers, then partnership, joint stock company, all are in chapter number 6. Forms of Business Organization 2. In this last one chapter of for the FF1 is chapter number 8, that is a source of business finance. So currently we have done the chapter number 8, so I hope you all remember that chapter easily. And then chapter 1 and 3 we had done before a long before some time. So I think some topics you forgot and some you remember. So now today we are going to start a revision for FA1. So first we revise the chapter number 3 and then we'll start chapter number 1 revision, then 5, then 6. I try my best कि हम within 30 minutes we revised whole the chapter because we don't have that much lectures and time कि हम पूरा detail में revision करें. And if we revise in detail, then we cannot say that the revision, because revision short में होता है. So finally we start. I hope you all are ready. So chapter number 3 Business Service 2. Come to the page number 22. See, this chapter is very easy and very short chapter. It hardly 6 to 7 pages are there in this chapter. So 99% so हम 30 मिनट्स में ये पूरा चैप्टर कवर कर लेंगे. बट स्टिल इफ एनी टॉपिक रिमेन हुआ मीन्स बाकी रह गया तो देन विल कवर इन नेक्स्ट रिविजन लेक्चर. सो नाउ स्टार्ट बिजनेस सर्विस 2. फर्स्ट we just see the precise of this chapter. Okay, what we had learned in this chapter in detailed lectures. So normally the meaning of business service, then which type of service considered in business service 2. So mainly the banking service is one kind of a business service 2. Then functions of banking, then types of bank account like saving account, current account, recurring account and fixed term account. Then a service provided by the bank. So which type of service provided by the bank? So first one, to issue a draft, then banker's check, then RTGS, NEFT, bank overdraft, cash credit, then loan, then e-banking. So internet, core banking and mobile banking. And the core banking is the most important questions for the examination. Then service associated with the bank. So ATM, then credit card and debit card. Debit card is a one kind of ATM card, but both are the little bit different. Mostly common people mistake कर देती है ATM and debit card तो same consider करते हैं, but both are the different. ATM and debit card both are different. So try to understand the difference between ATM and debit card. So first we are going to revise meaning. Yes, meaning of banking. And in introduction phase, paragraph number 2 about the bank and history of bank. Okay, so first the Bank of the World started in Geneva in the year 1407. 1407 में फर्स्ट बैंक ऑफ वर्ल्ड में फर्स्ट बैंक स्टार्ट हुई थी, जो वो भी जिनीवा में. एंड द वर्ड बैंक इज डिराइव फ्रॉम द इटालियन वर्ड दैट इज अ बैंको. So which word? Banco word. So from that word bank word derived. Then evidences of activities of the banks are also found in the ancient time. And this word emerged in the Roman Empire. See, my speed is a little bit increased compared to other lectures because this one the revision lecture. And in the Roman Empire, where the money lenders known as Makela used to establish their small temporary shops on a long bench called banco within a closed fence, and the banco and the bank have been derived from this. 50-60% ये paragraph important है. Then meaning. So what is a bank? The institute which is providing a service of banking is called bank in common parlance. In common language, in common parlance, we can say that an institute which is providing a service of banking, it's called bank. And according to RBI, according to Reserve Bank of India, we can say that bank is an institute which collect deposit in order to lend them with condition to return it. What? Which collect deposit in order to lend them with condition to return it at the end of the fixed term or whatever it is demanded. That is called bank. So, बैंक एक ऐसा इंस्टीट्यूट है जो डिपॉजिट कलेक्ट करता है उनको एक फिक्स टर्म के बाद, और जो भी डिमांड किया गया हो वो टाइम पे उनको एक ऐसी कंडीशन के वो टाइम पे उनको वापस करना है और या तो किसी और को लैंड करना है. दैट इज इंस्टीट्यूट, इट्स कॉल्ड बैंक अकॉर्डिंग टू RBI. In examination, if a question asks write a meaning of bank, then you can write according to Reserve Bank of India. If definition or meaning in both the question, you write according to Reserve Bank of India definition. And if 1 mark, normally 1 mark तो नहीं but 2 marks में अगर question पूछे, then you have to write both the meaning according to RBI and in common parlance. Then functions of bank, मोस्टली फंक्शंस बहुत सारे हैं सो हम डीप में नहीं करने वाले. ओनली द रिवाइज द हेड पॉइंट्स विथ लिटल डिटेल इंफॉर्मेशन, हार्डली 1 or 2 points in each head point. So first function is to accept deposit, and apart from this service bank perform other activities too. The main function is accept deposit and lend money, and other activities too performed by bank. So to invest or lend money, that is a second function of banking. Then functions of bank can be divided into main 2 parts. We can divide it in 2 parts, functions of bank. First one is the main function and the subsidiary functions. Main functions and subsidiary functions. In main functions there is a 4 function: to accept deposit, to lend money, to invest money, and to do interbanking transaction. First, deposit accept करना, accept deposit from the public or other institutions. Then lend money to needy person who require a loan. Third one is to invest money. When a normal public deposit money in bank, then bank that deposit money used for the investment purpose in other institutions and collect some interest from that institution, and from that इंटरेस्ट और कोई भी जो उनको जो रिटर्न मिलता है, हम इंटरेस्ट ऐसे पर्टिकुलर नहीं बोल सकते, हम रिटर्न बोल सकते हैं कि वो जो इन्वेस्ट करता है उसमें से उनको जो रिटर्न मिलता है उसमें से कोई सम % ऑफ इंटरेस्ट वो डिपोजिटर को पे करता है. मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है, इफ आई यू रिमेंबर दैट ओनली. एंड द फोर्थ वन इज डू interbanking transaction. Currently mostly people very well knew about the internet banking transaction, RTGS, NEFT, net banking, right? Online payment, that is interbanking transaction, net banking transaction. And interbanking transaction means transaction done between the two banks. to different banks. One bank to another bank कोई भी transaction हो, that is interbanking transaction. So there's 4 types of main functions: accept deposit, lend money, invest money, and to do interbanking transaction. Okay, clear about the main functions? Good. And the second one is the subsidiary function. So in a subsidiary function, there is a 8 functions are given. So in subsidiary function, first one is to look after the financial transaction of customer. So first function क्या है? Look after the financial transaction of the customers. Customers deposit करते हैं और borrowed करते हैं, then withdrawal करते हैं और लोन लेते हैं, देते हैं, कितने सारे ट्रांजेक्शन्स है वो बैंकिंग थ्रू करते हैं. सो वो जो जितने भी फिनेंशियल ट्रांजेक्शन कस्टमर करते हैं बैंक के साथ, वो सबको देखना परफेक्ट है या नहीं, वेरीफाई करना, चेकअप करना, दोज ऑल दैट वर्क्स are included in first functions of subsidiary. That is a look after the financial transaction of the customer. Then the second one is to do transaction of foreign exchange. See, if we want to do foreign exchange transaction in, I mean to say, we want to do transaction in foreign currency, then we need banking help, because without that we can't do foreign exchange transaction. So for that banking work for that. So that is the second function to do transaction of foreign exchange. Then to issue a letter of credit. See, wait just a minute. Foreign exchange में main work है import or export. For import and export we need a foreign currency, and for that we need a banking help, and that's why that is a subsidiary function of banking. Then to issue a letter of credit. See, letter of credit is a letter, one kind of letter only, which is written by on one bank addressed to other bank. What is letter of credit? So letter of credit is a letter which written by one bank addressed to अदर बैंक, कि भाई एक जो बैंक है वो सर्टेन अमाउंट का जो पेमेंट करना है उनके लिए गारंटी देती है कि एट द सर्टेन टाइम जो भी पर्सन ने मेंशन किया है वो पे हो जाएगा, ऐसे एक सिक्योरिटी जैसा. एंड द बैंक कलेक्ट सर्टेन डिपॉजिट फ्रॉम रिस्पेक्टेड पर्सन बिफोर इश्यूइंग द लेटर ऑफ क्रेडिट, and thus the letter of credit make accounting transaction trustworthy. Then to issue a traveler's check. See, in a present time, more and more people have started traveling, right? And at everywhere, we can't take cash in a huge quantity, right? So at that time, people, I mean to say, public started getting a traveler's check in order to prevent themselves in losing their cash or getting it stolen during their travel विद इन कंट्री और अब्रॉड. बिकॉज हम कहीं भी जाते तो हमें टेंशन रहती है अगर हमारे पास कैश हो तो चोरी हो गए तो या तो खो गए तो. सो उनसे बचने के लिए हमने ट्रैवलर्स चेक स्टार्ट किया है. सो द ऑर्डर ऑफ ट्रैवलर्स चेक कैन विड्रॉ द मनी थ्रू द चेक फ्रॉम अनदर आउट स्टेशन बैंक और फ्रॉम फॉरेन बैंक ब्रांच बाय साइनिंग एज पर स्पेसिमेन signature. But due to ATM facility, currently traveler's check has decreases. Use of traveler's check has decreases because ATM की जो facility है वो बहुत ही spread हो चुकी है और बहुत useful हो चुकी है अभी तो. Then the fifth one subsidiary function is the service of demand draft. I think from many of you heard about the demand draft. What is demand draft? So demand draft is a check which is written by a bank in favor of branch of the same bank. What is demand draft? So demand draft is check which is written by a bank in favor of branch of the same bank at another station, and the name of the person is mentioned in the DD, and the order is issued to pay the amount to the person whose name is written on draft. ड्राफ्ट में जो भी पर्सन का नाम लिखा हुआ है उनको पे करने का ऑर्डर उसमें दिया गया है, दैट इज कॉल्ड डिमांड ड्राफ्ट. एंड द ड्राफ्ट इज अ सिक्योर्ड मीडियम बाय सेंडिंग अ मनी टू अ पर्सन और अ फर्म. And if a bank issues such a draft which can be encashed in on city, then it is called pay order. अगर सेम सिटी में हमें वो ड्राफ्ट है वो एनकैश करना है, then it is called pay order. Then sixth one functions is to provide information related to the credit of a person associated with the bank. To provide information related to the credit of a person associated with the बैंक. जो पर्सन बैंक के साथ वर्क करता है, बैंकिंग ट्रांजेक्शन ज़्यादा करता है, उनकी जो क्रेडिट है, जो इमेज है मार्केट में, उनके बारे में जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो प्रोवाइड करना. इन्फॉर्मेशन पर्सनल नहीं प्रोवाइड करनी है, उनकी जो क्रेडिट रिलेटेड है, जो इमेज रिलेटेड है, फाइनेंशियल, वो हमें प्रोवाइड करनी है. सो वो वर्क भी बैंकिंग सर्विस में इंक्लूडिंग है. The bank does frequent financial transaction on the basis of which the bank is well aware of the financial capacity of its customer. Because customer जो डिपॉजिट करते हैं, जो विड्रॉल करते हैं, जो भी ट्रांजेक्शन्स करते हैं बैंकिंग के, उनसे ऊपर से बैंक को इजीली आइडिया आ जाता है एंड इट इज़ अ वेरी वेल अवेयर अबाउट द फाइनेंशियल कैपेसिटी ऑफ कस्टमर. So at any firm or institute, consider the information provided by the bank is more reliable in such a dealing where the credit transaction is required. Because बैंक जो information provide करती है वो trustworthy भी होती है. So that's why mostly any firm or institution ऐसा प्रीफर करे कि जो भी फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन अगर गेन करनी है तो वो बैंक से ले. Then next subsidiary function is to provide a service as an underwriter. What is underwriter? So when a company comes to the market for collection of capital, it always has a fear whether it will get the amount for the issues or not. when न्यू कंपनी मार्केट में आती है जब कैपिटल कलेक्ट करने के लिए, एट दैट टाइम इट हैज़ ऑलवेज फियर अबाउट दी इश्यूज़ के लिए मनी है वो मिलेगी या नहीं. जितना इश्यू किया है उतनी एप्लीकेशन आएगी, उनकी 90% एप्लीकेशन आएगी या नहीं. बिकॉज मिनिमम सब्सक्रिप्शन ना हो तो वो शेयर है वो उनको कैंसिल करने पड़ते. सो फॉर दैट समटाइम्स मैनी पर्सनस, इंस्टीट्यूशंस, फाइनेंशियल और बैंक है वो ऐसी सर्विस प्रोवाइड करती है कि भाई अगर आपकी कंपनी के जो शेयर्स हैं वो अगर इतने परचेज नहीं हो, इतनी एप्लीकेशन नहीं आई, तो बाकी के जो है वो हम परचेज कर लेंगे. एंड दैट इज सर्विस, इट्स कॉल्ड अंडरराइटिंग सर्विस एंड दैट पर्सन इज कॉल्ड अंडरराइटर. So sometimes bank is provide a service as an underwriter. So the company find it difficult to run a business at that time, and if it is not get minimum amount, so at that time bank ensure the full or minimum amount of subscription. That type of service it's called underwriting service, and the bank is called an underwriter. And last subsidiary function, it's to provide other related service such as ATM, demat, safe deposit vault. What is a demat? Dematerialization account. It is mostly used in, it is used for the share market. When any person purchased and sell a share from IPO and FPO from the market, so he or she have must be demat account, then only वो मार्केट में ट्रांजेक्शन कर सकते हैं. सो द बैंक ऑल्सो प्रोवाइड इट्स कस्टमर द फैसिलिटी लाइक द ATM कार्ड, डीमेट account, safe deposit vault. In addition to, it also provide a facilities of credit card and debit card to the customer. See, मैंने पहले ही बोला ATM and debit card both are the difference. So please try to understand what is different between ATM and debit card, because commonly public है वो दोनों को सेम ही कंसिडर करती है. So here we done the 8 subsidiary functions. So we just revise the high points of the main functions and subsidiary function. So there is a 4 main function: to accept deposit, to lend money, to invest money, and to do interbanking transaction. And there is a 8 subsidiary functions. The first one is to look after the financial transaction of the customer, to do transaction of foreign exchange, to issue a letter of credit, and to issue a traveler's check, and to provide a draft service, to provide information related to the credit of person associated with the bank, to provide a service as an underwriter, to provide other related service such as ATM, demat, safe deposit vault, etc. So here we done the functions of banking system, banking service. I hope you all remember because हमने तो कर ही चुका है. Now the next point is the types of bank account. So first one is a saving account, then current account, then recurring account, and the last one is fixed deposit. So there is a 4 type of account. Saving accounts. It means the account in which the people deposit their saving, and the fixed rate of interest is paid to the customer. And the interest rate is not that much high. Then current account. This account can be opened with the name of individual or business unit. Most business transaction के लिए ये अकाउंट ओपन करवाया जाता है. सेविंग अकाउंट्स क्यों है? क्योंकि उसमें लॉन्ग जो नॉर्मल पब्लिक है वो सेविंग कर सकते हैं. बट करंट अकाउंट किसके लिए? जो बिजनेस करते हैं तो उनको डेली टू से रूटीन लाइफ में बहुत से ट्रांजेक्शन करने पड़ते हैं, तो उनके लिए करंट अकाउंट ओपन करवाना पड़ता है. एंड फॉर दिस अकाउंट नो इंटरेस्ट इज प्रोवाइडेड in this account, and but the bank may collect the bank charges. Then recurring account. So the account which is opened from the saving point of view, in which it is compulsory to deposit certain amount every month, it is called recurring account. Recurring account is one kind of saving account, but saving account में क्या है कि हमें जब भी डिपॉजिट करना है हम कर सकते हैं, बट रिकरिंग अकाउंट में हमें सेविंग पर्पज से एवरी मंथ एक फिक्स अमाउंट है वो डिपॉजिट करनी पड़ती है. तो बस यही डिफरेंस है रिकरिंग अकाउंट में और सेविंग अकाउंट में. सेविंग अकाउंट में जो बैंक रेट होता है उनसे थोड़ा ज़्यादा होता है रिकरिंग अकाउंट में. द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट ऑन सच अमाउंट इज हायर देन द सेविंग अकाउंट एंड द लोअर देन द फिक्स डिपॉजिट. एंड द फिक्स डिपॉजिट, द लास्ट वन, मीन्स द सोर्स ऑफ मनी विच कैन बी यूज्ड बाय अ बैंक फॉर द फिक्स टर्म, और इसमें इंटरेस्ट रेट है वो हाई होता है. So here we done the types of account, that is a saving account, current account, recurring account and fixed deposit. See मेरी थोड़ी speed ज़्यादा है, but I hope you all try to manage because we have just revised. Then service provided by the bank. So which type of service provided by the bank? So RTGS करने के लिए, then NEFT करते हैं, draft issue करते हैं, travelers check issue करते हैं, देन लेटर ऑफ क्रेडिट इश्यू करते हैं, फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजेक्शन जो कस्टमर के वो देखते हैं. सो ऑल आर द सब्सिडियरी फंक्शंस आर वन काइंड ऑफ द सर्विसेज प्रोवाइडेड बाय द बैंक. सम मोर फंक्शंस लाइक लोन प्रोवाइड करना, डिपॉजिट एक्सेप्ट करना, मनी इन्वेस्ट करना, then looking after financial transaction of customer, bank overdraft, loan, credit card, debit card, and work related to the core banking. So you all know about these services. So now we need not need to detail explanation. Okay. So just come to the RTGS. What is RTGS? So real time gross settlement. So in this topic you should remember the limit and days. So amount of 2 lakh rupees or more is transferred to RTGS. RTGS में 2 lakh or more than 2 lakh हम transfer कर सकते हैं. And in this method commission is charged from the sender of money and not charge any commission from the receiver. Then IFSC code is provided by the IDRBT, that is the Institute for Development and Research on Banking Technology. An RTGS member bank transfer money to at any other RTGS member bank anywhere in India. Then NEFT, National Electronic Fund Transfer. In this method, in which one bank having NEFT membership transfer money to other NEFT bank in India. The maximum amount is 2 lakh in NEFT can be transferred in batches in this system. See, in RTGS we can transfer the money 2 lakh or more, but in NEFT we maximum transfer the amount of rupees only 2 lakh एंड मिनिमम अमाउंट में कुछ लिमिट नहीं है, कितनी भी कर सकते हैं. Then in NEFT system, money is credited to the receiver account on the same day or within 48 hours. And here the transactions are settled the batch wise through DNS, that is a different net settlement. Maximum 10 transactions can be there in one batch. So then bank overdraft, you all know about it. Then cash credit loan. Then e-banking. What is e-banking? So e-banking means electronic banking. It's a normal meaning. But in this kind of banking transaction are done with the help of electronic media instead of physical method. Means हमें बैंक की ब्रांच जो होती है वहाँ पे जाना नहीं पड़ता. फिजिकल मेथड में क्या होता है कि भाई बैंक पे जाओ, सब रिसिप्ट वगैरह है वो फिलअप करो, देन डिपॉजिट करो और विड्रॉल करो. बट इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बैंकिंग में क्या है कि हमें कहीं पे जाना नहीं पड़ता. सो वी कैन डन ट्रांजेक्शन विद द हेल्प ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया इंस्टेड ऑफ फिजिकल मेथड. So development in banking process is seen at 3 phases. First, the traditional process, then connecting computers through network and the use of internet. These 3 phases methods से हम e-banking easily कर सकते हैं. Then internet, core banking and mobile banking. So first one, internet, core banking and mobile banking. So bank transactions are done through the internet. That is a financial transaction हो और non-financial transaction हो. So financial transaction, a bank account holder transfer money from his bank account to another bank. That is a financial kind of transaction. And in a non-financial transaction, means account holder does the transaction like getting account settlement, checkbook request, then PIN change services, stop payment request, and other such non-financial transactions are getting this account, this type of transaction. And these all type of transaction now we do with online, I mean to say internet. Then the following functions become very easy due to the use of internet. That is a core banking, e-banking and mobile banking. So what is the meaning of core banking? So core banking means a centralized online real-time exchange. That means at a time जो भी मनी आप ट्रांसफ़र करो वो हो जाता है विदिन अ 1 सेकेंड. 1 सेकेंड भी नहीं होती. आप यहाँ से 11:10 पे अगर आप मनी ट्रांसफ़र कर रहे हो तो जो सामने वाला अकाउंट्स होल्डर है उनके अकाउंट में एट अ टाइम पेमेंट आ जाता है. दैट इज़ कॉल्ड सेंट्रलाइज ऑनलाइन रियल टाइम एक्सचेंज. नॉट ओनली दिस टाइप ऑफ ट्रांजेक्शन इंक्लूडेड इन दिस सिस्टम, बट द सेंट्रलाइज का मीनिंग क्या होता है कि आप कोई भी बैंक की ब्रांच हो वो कहीं से भी आप डिपॉजिट भी कर सकते हो, ट्रांजेक्शन भी कर सकते हो. In this type of system, all the branches of the same bank located in the different parts of the world are connected to one another. That is the main meaning of centralized online system. That means core banking. In the centralized server of a bank, all the detail of all the accounts of all the branches of the bank are available. An entry of transaction of an account holder of a bank is recorded in the centralized servers of bank in real time. So from any branch of that bank जो डिटेल होती है वो हम अकाउंट होल्डर की वो ले सकते हैं. सो नेक्स्ट ई बैंकिंग we start will from in next lecture. Here we done today's lecture. So in today's lecture we revised a many topic. स्पीड में किया है नो, बट इट इज़ अ रिविजन, सो स्पीड में ही करना पड़ेगा. सो मीनिंग ऑफ बैंकिंग, दैन फंक्शंस ऑफ बैंक, then types of bank account, then service provided by bank, RTGS, NEFT, etc. Then इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बैंकिंग, देन इंटरनेट, कॉर बैंकिंग एंड मोबाइल बैंकिंग. उसमें हमने इंटरनेट कंप्लीट किया एंड कॉर बैंकिंग. फ्रॉम द ई बैंकिंग विल स्टार्ट इन next lecture. So till that, goodbye everyone, and best of reading for the preparation of FA1 exam.